David Cameron says the Conservatives are abandoning their commitment to meet Labour's spending plans for the year 2010 to 2011. Speaking in London, Mr Cameron said the government's plans to increase the amount of money it's borrowing would result in a tax bombshell in the future.
That will be peanuts compared with what will happen after the next election if Gordon Brown borrows and spends £30 billion. They know that. They know it from the way they run their own household budgets. They know that from working in a business. And so I believe that if I can look them in the eye and say, look, it is painful and difficult. We are coming off Labour's spending plans. The increase will be less under us. I'm sorry about that, but I don't want to hit you with a big tax rise after the election.
Well, our political correspondent Gary O'Donoghue is in Westminster, and this is a major change in policy for the Conservatives.
Absolutely right, and it's a hugely bold move politically, because David Cameron is saying, in essence, that in 2010-11 he's planning to offer to spend less on public services like schools and hospitals than the government is, and that is the year we're expecting the next general election. On the upside, of course, he'll hope he can go into that election by saying, yes, we might be wanting to spend a little bit less than Labour, but hey, Labour are going to have to put up your taxes massively to pay for the borrowing they've already done. So what we've got here is a significant divide on how to deal with the economy in a recession. You've got the government on the one hand saying we have to borrow to cut taxes, to increase spending, to get the economy going, and the Tories on the other hand saying, yes, by all means have some targeted tax cuts, but you have to save money in order to provide those. So that's the real division now. And I think you're going to see the detail of that played out in the pre-budget report next Monday, when we should hear the details of the government's tax cuts that they're planning.
OK, and what about the government and the opposition parties? What are they making of this?
Well, they will seize on this with absolute glee, because the Tories for a number of years have tried to shed this tag of being the party that would cut your hospitals and your schools. They've worked hard on that. So today the Chancellor, Alistair Darling, was quick to go on the offensive.
There is a consensus here and across the world that at this time governments need to support people, need to support businesses and the wider economy. We should not, like the Tories, be turning our back on people at this time.
And the Lib Dems say, of course, that it would be economic madness to take money out of the economy right now.
OK, Gary, thank you. Police have stepped up their search for a mother and her 5 children.